I play a fella named Dyson, who is a very old, maybe a millennia-year-old shapeshifter. Uh, Comes from the old Scottish Isles, but he's learned how to mask himself and hide within this culture, and has met Bo, and they have gone on many sordid adventures. Right. So the Fae, part of our existence is how to hide underneath humanity's radar. And most Fae, because of this, have some sort of a human occupation that facilitates this. So, for instance, Dyson is a police detective at this point in his life, and but mostly my job is to cover up Fae activity. So, with all of our extrasensory stuff that's going on, we come into a crime scene, see, oh, this is something we can't reveal to humanity, and we cover it up and suppress it through all of our various channels, political and action-wise. Well, in the first season, Bo and Dyson slowly fell in love with each other, even though it was against, but Dyson's better judgment because he knows the implications of getting involved with her. She's an outsider, um, but Dyson, as a wolf, mates for life in his subconscious and in his metaphysics, and he, whether he liked it or not, fell in love with Bo, and that love went there. And at the end, the Norn takes that love from him. So this is how we start season 2, where Dyson doesn't know where he's at. He can't feel anything for Bo. He knows he should. He can still remember, but there's nothing. It's like I equate it to being able to go to a concert and you can see the music, the instruments moving, but you can't feel or hear the music at all. You know you should, but you can't. Um, and so this sends him off reeling, especially because this is his love. He's a wolf. He can't give. He can't just go, okay, well, I'm going to find another chick. He may try, but I think he's going to have to figure out a way to get back with Bo. And I don't know how it's going to happen. Well, I think this show has so much to offer. Um, when I first read the script, I was really struck by the imaginativeness, the depth of fantasy that we could explore with this, and I love this sort of genre. I think a lot of people do. So there's the storylines. There's also the production value. Ian Brock and our cinematographer David Green have made a beautiful world for us to live within. But also, one of our visiting directors put it in a really neat way. He was like, he could really tell by watching these shows that all of the people involved, Anna, Cassini, and myself, Rick, Casey, who plays Hale, Zoe Palmer, we all genuinely love each other. And he said that really shines through, and he says somehow that is an enigma that people love and are attracted to. And I think we just have a great sort of alchemy going on here. Yeah, there's definitely extra pressure this season. We've got a hit on our hands, and so you got to deliver. But also, I think there's a lot of excitement, and the great thing about what we're doing right now is we know we're doing good work, and we're not intimidated by it. It's just we're embracing it and moving forward, and I think we're coming up with some really fun stuff for people this season. Well, this season we get to learn more about Dyson for sure. We get to go back in time a bit and see where a bit of his past. Um, we get to learn a little bit about more where he came from, which is going to be very fun for the audience to find out. And yeah. Well, I mean, the thing that I love is that we just keep discovering these stories from different cultures that I never even knew about. Our writers do great research. They find, interesting little superstitions that they can pull from characters, folklore, fairy tales. And I love finding out about all these little things and these little characters that we get to inhabit.